Hi, I'm Bob Ryan. This is Globe 10.0. With me today is Dan Shaughnessy. Let's talk a little baseball, a little hot stove, a little leftover action from the winter meetings and so forth. There's a big bat sitting out there, at least a big bat in his career right now. He'll be 39 years of age on May 30th. You can have him if you want him, and I don't know how much it'll take to reel him in. Dan, you could have Manny Ramirez on your team. Would you take him?
Manny Ramirez, who thought we'd be talking about him at this hour? But it's an interesting topic because of the silence. You know, this is a guy who has Hall of Fame numbers. He's got Jimmy Fox numbers.
He's first ballot walk in, even with the little the transgression may hurt him. Some people will not vote for him.
Will hurt him.
It'll hurt him a lot.
He's tested positive once. He's also on the list, guys from 2003. All that said,
so forget that part.
He still gets on base a lot, as we know.
Dan, glad you brought that up.
I knew he'd have this.
Even in an off year, Manny Ramirez's statistically worst year since he was a rookie last year. 9 homers, 42 ribbies playing for the two teams, ending up the White Sox. His on-base percentage in a terrible Manny Ramirez year was .409, like the Beach Boys. She's real fine, my .409. Yeah. And that, most people would lust for .409. Yeah, so he still gets on base.
You remember the Bonds, nobody ever came looking for him. It just went away. Yeah. Jermaine died a couple years ago, turned down a contract, and then just went away. It does happen to guys. All of a sudden, the phone doesn't ring, and they just go away after not a horrible season. Manny said his worst year, but the phone's not ringing. I still think he comes back with somebody for 1 year and does okay, especially if he's in the National League.
Swallow a little pride, actually, in terms of the kind of deal he would take, how structured a deal with incentive-laden deal. Plus, he's got Scott Boras. And as far as I know, he still has Scott Boras. He may have fired him in the last 5 minutes and we didn't tell anybody, but we're going to assume he does. I would find it hard to believe that bat, he's not toxic the way Bonds was at all. Yeah. I don't think. Although you do know you inherit, you take on certain baggage with him, no question. But I don't think he's a Bonds level toxic.
The Yankees, you think?
Well, a great Buster Olney says no, but so I don't know. But there's somebody out there needs that bat, and I don't think that the season will pass without Manny Ramirez having a job. Now he'd be 39 on May 30th, and the bat maybe is a smidge slower than it was. I'm going to throw that number out there. If a guy out there gets .409 on base percentage, if you need a leadoff man, hire him. But Manny Ramirez, I think, will play baseball in 10, 11. What do you think?
I hope it's in the American League so he comes through.
Yeah, it's always fun to have Manny around. After all, I have to pay one more visit to the scoreboard, right?
Yeah.